Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Quant Network, aka QNT. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask guys to please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course I always do greatly appreciate it. And if you do find any of the information in this video valuable, useful, or interesting in any sort of way possible, definitely hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on to never miss a future update. So with that being said, I just want to say my thoughts and prayers go out to those individuals affected in Ukraine. If you have family members or anything there, I do feel for you, and I do just want you all to understand that during these times, it is the best point to really kind of continue to be strong, be calm, try to relax as most as possible, and kind of keep your mind off of things. We will get through this together, and I will 100% be here along the way to keep you guys all updated. I even told myself today, and I talked about this in my last videos from today. I didn't even think about making videos today, but the reason why I made them is because, of course, I know a lot of you individuals out there are probably waiting for a market update. Maybe you guys are waiting for an update in general on QNT, XRP, HBAR, whatever the case may be, and that's exactly why I'm here making these videos. So with that being said, we are going to be talking about Quant Network today. We're going to be talking about QNT. There's a lot of things to talk about. Of course, yes, we will address the price right now because I do know that the market is sort of going crazy. It's a very volatile time, but similar to my other videos, I said, what is it really worth? I mean, should we even really kind of focus on price right now, or what's going on, right? Now, of course, I'm going to be focusing on the market a little bit, but it's not going to be a main focus of mine. Yes, QNT is back below my demand zone at around like $98, almost $99. They hit about $94.50. Overall, we are seeing this price action being a little bit negative, but again, when we're talking about holders and things like that, we're still seeing mass accumulation. We're still seeing, nice price, targets holding. We're going to be addressing that later on in this video. But I really do want to talk to you guys about some things that are happening within the Quant ecosystem, specifically major updates and major innovations and connections that's going on with major players. So let's actually talk about that, and let's talk about that real quick. So first off, again, people who say QNT is only for CBDCs are missing half the picture. And this is what I've been talking to you guys about in regards to like finance and payments in general. Like, everyone's always focused on payments and finance and banks and all this kind of stuff, but they forget to realize that when we're talking about interoperability, there's so much more to it. Interoperable healthcare systems, which are, again, major money systems, interconnected smart cities, connecting siloed gaming networks, multi-chain DeFi applications, connecting our global economy, universally interoperable. Everything that is going on with QNT, I want you all to understand that, yes, it is focused on interoperability at its heart, but you got to realize that when we are talking about Quant and we're talking about the Overledger network, it's not just interoperability for payments and for CBDCs. It's for everything. And again, when we're talking about the Internet of Things, we know that it needs interoperability. It's a necessity. So again, like I said, please pay attention to what needs interoperability, and you'll find out that a large percentage of everyday life actually needs interoperability. It's a necessity in major markets, especially healthcare. Also, we do see a real-world adoption. Overledger provides interoperability for the Oracle blockchain platform. We even see here, this startup is driving interoperability across blockchains. Watch our conversation with Quant Network CEO Gilbert Verdian, and listen closely to this, guys.
It's been quite beneficial, I have to say. We started about 2 years ago with Oracle. We came into the program. We were warmly welcomed, so it's been quite nice and having a family within Oracle to deal with.
And this has been going on for 2 years, right? They started about 2 years ago with Oracle. Now, the reason why I bring this up and the reason why I talk to you guys about this is that when we are talking about Oracle, first off, we're going to see Oracle in terms of interoperability flood into major aspects of life. I mean, Oracle has connections to almost, I would say, a large percentage of cloud-based servers and servers in general, but also there's a lot of other connections to Oracle than just server-based use cases. But also when we are talking about Oracle with QNT or Quant, this has been something that's been happening for 2 years. So just imagine the other major use cases that Quant has on deck with major companies that have yet to be released simply because of NDAs. I even say this in regards to Hedera, right? I've always said, non-disclosure agreements are something that a lot of individuals disregard in this market. They want to see things announced tomorrow, but forget the fact that, there's a legal process, there's NDAs in store for specific, announcements and partnerships and stuff like that to be fully, aware of these things happening. But again, things take time to announce. I remember when the Oracle announcement went live, everyone went crazy. I even remember when the SIA announcement went live, everyone went crazy yet again. You got to realize that, Quant is building in the shadows. A lot of people continue to overlook Quant, but for those individuals out there like me, you, and many other individuals watching this video, we all are here. We are all realizing the major interoperability and the major opportunity that is, of course, Quant Network. And we even see here QNT is at the core of LAC Chain, a monstrous continental blockchain network which is based on Hyperledger Basu. Took 3 years to build with 60 partners, a community of 700 entities, 50 different blockchain related projects loading, and of course the Latin 12 countries, identity, and more. I mean, guys, this is huge. I mean, we even see here, we made it. It has been 3 years of very hard work in the LAC chain ecosystem, led by the IDB lab in collaboration with, more than 60 partners, 700 entities, 90 entities are using for more than, 50 different projects. So again, most of them with direct impact on social and financial inclusion and development. Guys, this is such a huge, massive giant. And of course, a lot of individuals are saying won't matter now. Look at the market structure. Honestly, it's all long-term growth. You got to realize that this is long-term investments. So short-term volatility is not too concerning to me. What is concerning to me is individuals' lives at stake overseas. That's what's, the concerning thing to me. Not, hey, is this investment really good right now? Like that's the thing to me. Like it's hard to even make these videos right now while things are happening overseas like this. So, for me personally, these at the end of the day still are investments. Don't, think that you have to panic sell or anything like that just because there possibly is going to be a war going on and things like that. I want you all to understand and pay attention to the bigger picture here, which is of course, at the end of the day, QNT is bridging all of these major, countries, these, entities, if you will, and of course these companies. And we also see here, CEO of Quant Network, Gilbert Verdian, who partnered with Ripple to work on the digital pound, talks about part of creating with Latin American dollar, working with a whole bunch of partners, 12 countries, upgrading these nations in modern real-time payments, more as well. And listen closely to this.
But one of the projects we're working on is creating the Latin American dollar. And that's basically an interbank network for 12 countries initially. It's done by the Inter-American Development Bank with a whole bunch of partners. And we're building this infrastructure and basically upgrading all of these nations to modern payments infrastructure so they can actually do real-time payments, they can do exports, person-to-person payments or SMEs exporting things and getting paid in real time, and really improving the lives of people and giving them access to better money, better payments, and helping them grow. So it's quite a nice use case we're part of.
And that's also something that I want you to all realize. Like QNT is working, or I shouldn't say QNT, but Quant Network is working with Ripple. Okay, and real-time payments, yeah, that's most likely going through Ripple in terms of their RippleNet, which will of course be powered by XRP. This is exactly why I load up on QNT and XRP when I can. Of course, I'm awaiting the bottom structure being fully printed in this market before I even do buy. I've warned you guys about this in my last few videos. But I definitely will keep a close eye out on Quant and Ripple if I was you guys, because a lot of this is major money. Like for an example, value of transactions per year in Latin America is around $20 trillion. QNT is creating the Latin American dollar for 12 countries initially to upgrade their payments infrastructure to the likes of UK. Overledger will facilitate trillions of transactions in Latin America. I mean, guys, when we are talking about this, this is trillions of dollars in terms of, disruption. Even, Ripple going after cross-border payments in terms of the $156 trillion market. Guess who's going to need to help them with, of course, interoperability between DLTs and, of course, the legacy system. That's right, you guessed it, QNT, aka Quant Network. I want you to all realize the major assets that we are holding on a day-to-day basis. And we even see here, blockchain standardization enables interoperability. This is, again, what I've been trying to tell you guys. We are creating new standards right now. The INATBA publishes a joint report with the European Commission on blockchain standardization. The funny thing about this is, of course, who's a part of this? Gilbert Verdian, of course, CEO of Quant. And of course, they are talking more so about TC307, or I shouldn't say they're talking about it, but we do see TC307 being mentioned multiple times here. We also see Swift being mentioned. Also, we see LAC chain being mentioned too. So again, major players within the Quant ecosystem. I want you to all understand where Quant is positioning themselves right now. They are literally becoming the standard. Okay, and also, last but not least, I do want to really quick, I just want to warn you all that today is the day. Today is the day that this webinar finally goes live. A Center CBDC lead, Ripple Vice President, Central Bank Engagements and CBDC, SDX Head of Finance and Development. SDX runs on the CBDC cross-border trials with the BIS. RTGS Global CEO, Quant Network CEO, two officials of the Digital Pound Foundation discussing BIS CBDC Project Eura. And of course, here's some nice quotes from, of course, Gilbert Verdian. They're looking at both domestic and cross-border. We have covered both use cases and capabilities, and I've been talking to the central banks, BIS, and policymakers in the government on how this should work. We're helping shape the landscape for CBDCs. And we even see here, we're close to those policymakers, including the BIS. It's transformational time in financial markets and infrastructure. And of course, last two quotes here. We like what Visa have done with offline CBDCs. It fits with the retail CBDC need. This is a new technology in space, and everyone is doing their bit to create it. We're laying the infrastructure for CBDCs and making CBDCs interoperable for wholesale and retail CBDCs, domestic and cross-border payments. And of course, we do see here, amazing. We have different CB meeting in a couple of weeks. We have laid the foundation for CBDCs to run our infrastructure. And again, I'm telling you guys, this has direct connections to Ripple. I'm telling you, when we're talking about Ripple and of course Quant, I think that these two are definitely interconnected in terms of a massive way. We even talk more so about the Digital Pound Foundation, then of course the Digital Euro Association as well. All of these major ties, they mean something. I mean, they're utilizing QNT for interoperability, and of course, Ripple has the Ripple Net, which will directly connect these major areas around the world, governments as well, and the banking scene directly into a plug-and-play aspect for interoperability, but also DLT and digitization of course, the payment scene. And I don't say this because, I'm biased or anything like that, but because we see it happening right now through Quant's vision, through Ripple's vision. Things are moving rapidly. Now, of course, to really wrap this video up, I just want to really quickly address and say, last but not least, for those individuals, again, over in Ukraine, even if you have family over there, my hopes, my wishes, my thoughts, my prayers, all of it goes out to you individuals. I truly do hope that we all get through this together. Of course, yes, I am grateful that I am in the area that I'm in, that I don't have to deal with things like this, but that doesn't mean that we all can't come together and help everyone through these rough times. Be grateful for where you are if you are not over in the Ukraine. For those over in the Ukraine, again, my thoughts and prayers go out to you. I truly cannot imagine how it must, be right now over there. So I definitely do hope for the best for you all. Again, thoughts and prayers go out to you. And guys, please focus on the bigger picture, just beyond, of course, getting rich or anything like that. During these tough times like this, definitely be there for somebody. Try to help individuals through this. If you know somebody who has family members over in the Ukraine, talk to them. Try to be there for them. Of course, everyone really needs some help sometimes, so definitely be there for these individuals that are in need. Of course, for those individuals that are watching this video and maybe you guys are concerned, worried, or scared, just know that there's always somebody to talk to. There's always somebody there for you guys. But with that being said, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.